Yo, still Bills, what's the deal, man? Yo, peep game, man. I don't know what the fuck happening with my phone, man. Shit acting goofy. But pretty much, man. I just wanted to, I wanted to give a shout out to the PBC because I'm not a big endorser of the PBC. I'm just not, man. It's too much goofy shit in politics that goes on over there on that side of the street, man. But it's undeniable about how deep their talent pool is, man. They have a lot of talented young heads over there, man, and I respect it. Like straight up and down, I fucks with it, man. I think them dudes do, they're deep. And the main dude that maybe not the main dude. All three of those fights impressed me, man. But Micheal Rivera really put on a really good exhibition on Saturday, man. What I saw from this kid, I was like, yo, man, he just really embodied Ali. The bravado, the swagger, the high top fade with the white shorts, the knee-high white shorts, and the knee-high white socks. He just really embodied Muhammad Ali, man. And he's a dude that I would like to see mix it up with the rest of the lightweights in the division. Real good combinations, fast hands, graceful with his feet, man. Moving laterally, man. Defense was there. Everything just looked like, yo, this dude could be a problem in the division. He could be a problem in the division, man. The jab was just on point. You dig? I was watching it, I was looking at the jab like, man, this dude's jab is really, really good. He just really, displayed a high boxing IQ, man. I know not the judges, but the announcers or the commentators were saying, I think Abner Mares was saying he would like to see him press the action and go in there and just, step on this nigga and get him up out of there. That doesn't too much bother me. That doesn't too much bother me, man. Some people are just gonna box smart. This is your livelihood at the end of the day, both mentally and financially. Mentally, financially, and physically. So I don't trip off of somebody. Like, if you don't put yourself at risk if you're unsure of yourself, man. If you can go in there and get the job done, then do that. But if you can go in there and just box for 12 rounds, you train for 12 rounds. So why not use this shit all to your advantage? You train for 12. You didn't train for a knockout. You train, more than likely, you train for 12. The knockouts, you don't expect the knockouts. You hope for them. So if you train for 12, go in there and fight for 12. Don't go in there looking to clip a nigga. Because that's, a lot of times that's how you end up getting caught up, man. And he's not a dude that's going to be known for his concussive one-punch knockout power. That's not what I gathered from him, man. He's a dude who's looking to go take you into deep waters. That's what I gathered from him, man. And he did that. I don't see anything wrong with that, man. People are like, oh, man, they want to see you press the action and go in there off a nigga head or whatever, man. That's understandable, man. But like I said, it's a gray area. Sometimes you do need to display a killer instinct and go in there and really just put pressure on somebody. And sometimes, you need to learn when to fall back. Joshua Buatsi was a dude. They were, not necessarily complaints, but they were, people did have some sort of like grievances about him prematurely seeking a knockout in his last fight. And some people they would say the same thing about Shakur Stevens. He needs to learn how to step on the gas. You got to find that counterbalance, that middle ground where you can, you just got to find that middle ground. And I think with him, he'll find it eventually, man. But that comes with timing and season. I'm not mad at anybody who decides they want to go in there and box for 12 rounds. I'm not mad at that. And he's not a dude that strikes me as somebody who's going to be in there. His punching power is going to get him through the divisions if he decides to move up. So I was really impressed with what I saw, man. I was really impressed with the jab. I was really impressed with the footwork and the counter punching and the jab mainly. That's what I really took from this fight, man. Because even in the round, it was hard to give Ramos a round. I think I gave him the second round, but it was hard to give him that round just because of how accurate the kid's jab was landing. So he'll OD with a 5 or 6 punch combination, and they said he had a bad knee, so he couldn't really get the effects of the shot off. he couldn't really get proper leverage to get them shots off effectively, man. So it was a lot of throwaway punches and nothing with any sort of meaning and snap on them. So whatever with that, I wasn't tripping on that. You dig? I wasn't. He could have went in there and pressed the action, but shit, fuck it. That dude was not going nowhere, man. He was not going nowhere. He was game. He was not. He wasn't turning it down, man. He was just like, all right, fuck it. I'm getting to these 12 rounds, and he faked it till he made it, and he made it. So I'm not mad at anybody who decides that they want to box for 12 rounds. Do that. That's what the rounds are there for. That's what the rounds are there for. Get them rounds in the bank, get that endurance and that wind and that cardio up, and maybe if a knockout presents itself later on in the future amongst high level competition, you'll be able to, it'll be easier for you to obtain it. So I wasn't tripping off of that. I wasn't tripping off of that, man. I thought he boxing, impeccably on Saturday. I want to see more of him, and I want to see him in there with the top ranked lightweights. That's who I want to see him in there with the zone lightweights. I think he's a cat. He's an ace in the hole. He's an ace in the hole. He's the Ugas. He's the Jordanis Ugas of the PBC as far as lightweights are concerned. He's a dark horse, man. I was really impressed with that kid, man. He really impressed me. Damn it, he really impressed me. So I would like to see more of him, man. I was really impressed watching that dude. So, good card. I'm not the biggest fan of the PBC, but they put on a really, really, really good card. And, that I thoroughly enjoyed watching. I thoroughly enjoyed watching that. And he really impressed me. Maybe not so much more than Butayev, but he impressed me. I was like, yo, this is a dude that I'm gonna want to see later on down the line. So I was impressed, and I want to see him again, man. But I think and people aren't speaking on him enough. I'm gonna make some posts about him on these boxing threads, because he's a dude that needs to be talked about. After what I saw, he got busy in there, man. So yeah, salute to him. Salute to Micheal Rivera. I'm looking forward to seeing more of him. And hopefully he can get in there with the Ryan Garcias and the Devin Haney's and the Teofimos and Lomachenkos and the Richard Comeys and even the Jackson Mariñez's and even the Rollies. Put him in front of Rolly. Put him in front of Rolly. You dig? So good shit. I can't wait to see more of them, man. So that's how I'm feeling about it, man. Peace.